Talking to Business fans, big, huge 3 weeks for us here at Talking to Business as we end the Facebook, YouTube part of the show and lead into the podcast release second week of April. Let's go over. Tomorrow, we release the second part of our interview with OVW head referee AJ Lucio. You guys loved part one. Part two, we answer your questions. That's right. Questions from Joe Slack, Virgil and Mitchell. We answer your questions. Hayden, we got your question in there. We got questions from Florida. The Sharpie man. Chris Sharp brings in some questions. We get some ribbon on AJ. Dapper Dan has a little question for AJ that's going to make him laugh. Funny show. We talk about refereeing. We answer your questions. Going to be a blast. If you like part one, part two is 10 times better. I promise you. And then next week, on Thursday, the finale. Part three, the very last show. A fan appreciation show. Going to be a lot of fun. AJ was great as we gave him some ribbon, made some jokes, and then Team Devin Driscoll, Josh Ashcraft, Casey Reeves becomes involved. How, you ask? You're going to have to watch. I guarantee you, this will be a show that everyone in OVW, everyone in Kentucky and Indiana who's a wrestling fan will be talking about for weeks to come. We go out with a true bang. You won't believe it. Now, from there, obviously, tomorrow night, April 2nd, Saturday night special for OVW. Huge steel cage match. We have Marcus Anthony versus the Pope. Unfortunately, I will not be able to make the show. I want to thank you for the friends that know me through the show. All your prayers. Unfortunately, I am dealing with some medical issues right now, but it looks like we're going to be okay. Appreciate all the prayers and thoughts. So we will unfortunately not be able to make that show. But for all you KDW fans out there, been on the phone with one Mr. Danny Walker, amazing individual, and proud to say we'll be making our first KDW appearance for the 1 year anniversary show, April 10th, Jeffersonville Arena. Cannot wait to meet all the superstars at KDW, to meet Danny. Danny, you've been awesome. Looking forward to meeting you face to face. Looking forward to, being on Twitter, being on Facebook, just talking about the show. It's going to be a blast, which obviously, I guess you have to say, is headlined by none other than the legend himself, superstar Bill Dundee is going to be in the house. If you're a wrestling fan older than the age of 30, you know this is an honor, a privilege. I cannot wait to meet the superstar, a Memphis legend, a Hall of Famer. Going to be a blast. A show that is stacked with former Talking to Business alumni, great stars. Can't miss show. Looking forward to it. April 17th. The big news this week. UWA Throwdown going back to Clarksville, Indiana. Jammers for the Midwest Rumble. That's right, the Rumble to end it all. The Heavyweight Championship on the line in a Battle Royal. Waffle will be putting up the heavyweight title. He is the number one participant from my understanding. And going to be an amazing, amazing show and kickoff. Actually, again, on the phone with the most despised man not named Jim Cornette in Indiana and Kentucky, Eddie Allen. Eddie Allen picks up the phone, gives me a call. Kevin, gotta be there, can't miss. And I got some things to say. So, proud to say Eddie's going to be on the show here when we switch to podcast. Looking forward to hearing from him. You know it's going to be a controversial show. Going to be a blast. But this leads into, yes, second week of April, KC&DAVE, Talking to Business on Podbean. We will have the exact date here in the next week. Ecstatic. And proud to say, again, our first guest is the same first guest we had for the YouTube, Facebook. It's James Kendrick. We'll be going over everything UWA Wrestling, talking about the Midwest Rumble in detail. Going to be a blast. Looking forward to it. As you know, James, great guy, and going to be a lot of fun. We'll be going over WrestleMania. We'll be going over NXT TakeOver. This will be your first time hearing from Dave. This is going to be a lot of fun. Again, download Podbean, download it on your laptop, download it on your phone. It's free to subscribe. Subscribe. Again, we'll be on by this weekend. We'll have an exact date for the first show within this week. It'll be sometime that second week of April. Looking forward to it. Going to be a blast. We've already picked up the phone and talked to a Chris Silvio, a Chris Sharp, Eddie Allen. We got big stars coming to you. Again, the purpose of the show is to give independent wrestlers from the West Coast to the East Coast a chance to talk the business. Guys who necessarily don't have a voice are going to have a voice, and we're going to talk about the business of professional wrestling. Looking forward to it. You guys have been awesome. I hope you enjoyed these last few YouTube, Facebook shows. Do want to give one more shout out, or should I say 2 more shout outs. First of all, Mike Mills and Booking the Territory. Mike, I know you're down in Dallas right now enjoying WrestleMania weekend. Just met Jim Cornette last night. Have a blast, my friend. Know you're setting up great shows for the future of that show. And then Season 2 of Powerbomb Nation just dropped today. DC, one of our favorite shows out there on the market right now. And actually, from my understanding, KC is going to be on Season 2 of Powerbomb Nation talking the business and the business of professional wrestling. Looking forward to that. DC, hopefully great success. You know we love the show. Much love to you. So to the fans, 3 weeks, nothing but excitement. Looking forward to everything. And it's only I can say, deuces.